Good morning. How many of you have heard of the concept of open innovation? Anyone heard of open innovation challenges in the world? Let's see. Not very many people. So I'm going to introduce you to the concept of open innovation. Open innovation is a mechanism that corporations, government agencies, nonprofits, anyone looks for solutions to big problems, which there aren't any, they don't know the answer yet. They look to the public to do that. It's open to anyone at any time. We don't care who you are, what you look like, what your background is, where you've been. Can you come up with the best solution and you'll be rewarded for that solution? This is an extremely popular, growing opportunity for people in the world now. So you look at companies like Google, Intel, Caterpillar, NASA, all different types of organizations are using open innovation. They look for two things. They look for solutions that advance technology. So if it's a true advancement in technology, you win. They also use this as talent identification opportunities. So when we talk about workforce development, what's that real world connection? What's the opportunity to get your students engaged when they look at you and say, "Mister, why are we doing this?" This is about real jobs. It's about that opportunity. What these companies do, they put these challenges out and they watch who has the most creative idea, who has the greatest solution. And then many times, those folks are hired. They get jobs, they get co-ops, they get different opportunities. So I'm very excited to announce to you, and this is the first time we're announcing this publicly, that Space Center Houston is operating the Space Robotics Challenge Phase 2. William told you about Phase 1, where people from around the world programmed the Valkyrie robot. We're now looking at Phase 2. Phase 2 is the development of an in-situ resource utilization, autonomous team of robots to explore the moon and beyond. To put that in simple terms, we need robots that are going to go before the people, they're going to gather up stuff, and they're going to use that stuff to build habitats, to supply fuel, to do the dangerous, the dull, and the dirty work before the astronauts get there. We're launching this challenge. Registration will open in August. So I want to give you, you're the first people to see this new opportunity. So if that doesn't excite you, NASA Centennial Challenges is a program of the Science Technology Mission Directorate. They have put up $1 million in prize money for the solutions to this problem. This is a 2-year challenge that's open to anyone. In Space Robotics Challenge Phase 1, one of the top 20 teams was a team of high school students. There is no reason that your students could not be sitting with me in 2 years at Johnson Space Center Houston, collecting one of those big, giant checks. So if you need that anchor phenomena, you need that reason of why we're doing it, this is it. Can your students do this? They absolutely can. It's all open innovation. It's open coding. It's all these different easy pieces that you can develop in the classroom to have your students prepared to do that. So I'm now going to introduce you to this next phase, and this next phase is building these robots. This is where you start. An activity just like this is how you engage students, give them the confidence to where they're prepared to take on a challenge like this, to go win the $1 million, to get the job at Caterpillar, to get the job at NASA, to get those jobs. What you're going to do in a few minutes is going to start creating that opportunity for students to have the confidence to achieve. So I want you to think about, as NASA explores, as we go beyond, as we solve these big, grand, hard, difficult challenges, let's put it in education talk. What do students need to be able to do? What do they need to know and be able to do to achieve this great challenge of going to Mars? So now I want to introduce you to your Mars challenge, your space exploration challenge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.